Every single time I go watch like a video on YouTube, I'm always inspired to just do whatever the hell they're doing. So if it was like Summit 1G, a gamer, I watch his his clips of his games he plays. I'm like, wow, I just want to go back to being a gamer. I can't because the thunder hit my freaking house. And now everything I got, my TV, my computer is burned, and I can never play again unless I buy it because I'm too broke for that. And then there's like David Dobrik, where I want to live life like his, and I know I can. It's just I just need to find people that are dumb enough to like actually do what I say and just chill with me. And then I watch like a little video of like NASA or something like that, and I'm like, damn, these guys are all complete nerds. They can't even build a robot. Like, I should build a robot that looks like Iron Man. I feel like I can make the Iron Man thing perfectly the way it was, the way it is, even from the Infinity War. There's this thing happening around where people would report sex workers to the IRS because they're not paying taxes, and people are assuming they're not paying taxes. Maybe some of them aren't paying taxes, maybe the others are, I'm not fully sure. Reporting to the IRS is really bad, but like, these people are definitely either religious, sexually lonely, sexist, or just plain assholes. And why would you report our women in work? Like, so I'm a guy, so I don't know much about sexism towards me, but maybe online I probably do. I'm constantly on Twitter just looking for something to talk about. Like, I'm always into like a good argument. Like we can go back and forth, and usually I see like a feminist type of tweet where it's like, oh, women in power, or like we gotta stop hanging out with men, and then I just reply to it. So some girl a couple days ago, she tweeted like a video of a lady in a car driving, and she's doing this to the camera. Like you know what that means. It means she wants money. No dude should be coming up to a girl and just be like that. You gotta show her the money first. And then the topic of the video itself was fuck you. The topic, when in Star, when a man comes up to you, Star, and then like you press tab, and then it goes down a little lower, and it would say me. And then the girls would be like this. Like, I commented on that tweet. I tweeted to that tweet that I quote gold digger material. The only response I got was so as if she was a bad bitch. Nah, you a broke bitch. That's the part that got me a little personal was that I want a girl that can survive on her own. She doesn't need me, but she wants me. You get the point? So like, don't get me wrong, I want to take care of my girl, but then I still want a woman. Someone that wants to make a name for herself, and she doesn't need me to do that. So there's a lot more to that tweet itself. I just don't want to speak about it because it's pretty dumb. Someone replied to it, and I went to like a full conversation. They did not want to understand what I was trying to say, so their argument was pretty terrible. They changed the subject like a bunch of times, even though she contradicted herself like 2 times. It was kind of like a pain in my ass because I kept on trying to convince her. But it was him or her, I'm not sure who it was, but it was kind of pathetic. I'll definitely put a link for that in the bottom. And yeah, there's another tweet that I responded to that was kind of like a feminist little bit. There's another tweet that I responded to that was kind of like a feminist tweet saying that, ladies, if you're happy with 1 man, imagine her 5. Think big. Something around there. I hope that's quote what she said. But so then I'm always trying to be a smart ass. Like, I'm always trying to find a way to dig through what they just said and use it against them or something like that, or like use something that they have on their Twitter and use it against them if I feel like I'm offended in any type of way, no matter if it's this much or like. The funny thing about this tweet is that she's 18 years old and she's only been hanging around high school kids. Okay, so let's move that to like a man. She wouldn't be talking a lot of shit if it was a good man instead of like one of those. I'm not sure. So the way I replied to her tweet was the same thing as hers, just replace ladies with men, and I just used exactly that. So then the way I was thinking about that is that if she can say it that way, then I can say it my way. The other way, the opposite way, is just as good as the way she said it. And then since she's like a little bit more popular than I am, she got like about 140 something or 150 something thousand likes, and I got like about 1.7k. So it's like so then she saw my tweet blasting out like getting a lot of clout, and then she replied with that men ain't shit, and then that still gets more likes than I am. I'm still getting, for the past like month or so, I've been getting a bunch of likes for that thing. I've been on Twitter like a lot recently because some girls are joking around too much, saying that all men are reporting all women to the IRS because of sex workers not paying taxes and stuff like that, or like, yeah, you know what I mean. Going back to the topic of the IRS, some girls are joking around that all men are like assholes, and when they see a woman that's making money, they would automatically report them to the IRS. That's That's how we're pathetic. That's automatically what they mean. And instead of specifying which men are reporting you, they'd rather say all men. It says men within their tweets. Men as in every single man. I'm not dumb enough to say that, oh,
she means me, she means him.
Like the good people. I mean, I'm talking about the people that are assholes. I'm not dumb enough to not realize that. Obviously, they're a bit like too lazy to just fix their wording a little bit. And I'm gonna call ignorance towards this because most people, they just rather talk about the argument instead of like looking up information about the topic itself. So, and they just like say stuff that are based off of other people's tweets. So automatically their excuse is blame society. And since you don't know the specifics, that's the only excuse you got. So whatever argument I have will shatter your argument completely because you don't know what the hell you're saying. Like you probably do a little bit, but that's like kind of a vague way, if you know what I mean. And the heartwarming part is that they are probably listening to what other people are saying. And those other people can just be complete feminists and like they don't like men at all. And they will just make this up or just to piss us off. And then other people would see that tweet, they tweet that, and they tweet that, they do it.
What?
Basically, everyone thinks that that's like a true thing, and that's kind of a pain in my ass. Well, not my ass, but it's annoying, obviously. Obviously, I know why some girls are being like, oh, men ain't shit, this is this. And it's because some men are fucking assholes, obviously. But the obvious thing is that don't talk shit about men if you're gonna lay with one day after or within the year. Like, you're talking shit about something that you're gonna be associating yourself with the next or within the year. It's like kind of like a fake argument, but don't start something you can't finish. It's ugh. So some girl tweeted this. Then I responded with this. The meaning of my first tweet itself is just to say that if you're gonna insult someone, do it right. And if it was any other case, you'd get you get destroyed. Most of the time people tweet with the wrong phrasing, and imagine, let's say a little kid sees that tweet. He doesn't know much about the internet, he doesn't have any influence in his life. His father is gone, his mother is a drunk or something like that, I'm not sure. But he has no one. Or maybe it's a different situation, I'm not sure, I'm just making shit up. So everything he sees online, he believes instantly. If it's a he or she, regardless. So then he looks into it more and more and more and more. That kid will become a really opinionated person against that topic, which could cause racism and sexism, and that's not really what I want to see. Like, just the small things that people see online. Even I'm influenced on the internet just by looking at stuff without me realizing it. So it's like one word or 2 words or 10 words within one tweet or one letter or one thing happening change a person's experience and make them turn to something that you created, whether it was a good or bad thing. Another example of bad phrasing is using a speech that has bad phrasing, obviously, a badly worded speech in a winning presidential election or something like that. Like, you won, period. And the guy who's becoming president, he won. He's gonna do his speech, which ends everything, and then voila, he's president. So when he gave that speech out, he used really bad phrasing and gave people the wrong idea. And not even to like flex or nothing, like I didn't even think about this, but this is like the same exact situation as Donald Trump. So half of the people that are like Hispanic are like what the fuck is wrong with him? But the other half is like, damn, he's fucking right, we gotta do this, it's our country, this. Fuck you. Like Donald Trump started that shit. So no more about Donald Trump. This topic is not about Donald Trump. But like that bad speech led to someone, like 1 or 2 people, just to make a revolution, deciding whether or not that race or that sex or that anything is bad for this world or bad for this state, country or something like that. And now they want to, now they're creating a revolution saying that these people are bad for no reason. They have no personal reason to say this, and they just doing it based off of that speech. Now that man is putting all his money into convincing the community, the state, that these people are bad, or these people is like, they're making a bad effect. Both ways, it can happen both ways. Just some people can be really easily influenced by whatever you say or whatever anyone else says. Like if that new president gave that speech, politics would have fucked him up because it was really terrible. Everyone in the country would have fucked him up or been on his side. The only reason that guy is staying up there is because it's half the country is supporting him and half the ones that are not. But then it's too much problems, that guy will have to leave. So just one little thing about Twitter, like one little topic on Twitter can lead to something that creates a revolution. That's what I'm thinking. Like just one little thing that can ruin like a couple years for some people. Regardless of the topic, it's still Twitter. No one gives a shit about Twitter. Fuck Twitter people, fuck me, I don't do that. But Young Bonnie B, respect me.